Hello and welcome to our YouTube video series on RRB ALP preparation. Today we are focusing on the questions which were asked on RRB ALP CBT2 exam which was held on 22nd January 2019 for shift 1. So this video will give you an idea regarding how the questions were asked and how to solve in an easy manner within the stipulated time. This video will give you a idea of solving the questions in an easy manner. Let's see the today's questions. It is the first question. The smallest number that can be added to 56789 to make it divisible by 345 is x. Then what is the sum of digits of x? So what is given the question is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When some number is added x, it was exactly divisible with the 345. So we need to find this value of x that has to be added. So in order to do such one, so first we divide this 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with the 345. And if we divide this one, it was exactly divisible with the 345 per 164 times and leaving the remainder of 209. So in order to find the value of x, can do, suppose if we add this some x value, then it is also exactly divisible with the 345 again. So 345 that will be equals to 209 plus x. And if we find the value of x here, 345 minus 209, which will be equals to 136. So the value of x we are getting it as 136. And the sum of what you ask in the question is the sum of digits. Sum of digits of x will be equals to 1 plus 3 plus 6, that will be equals to 10. So the answer for this particular problem will be 10, so which is presented in option 1. Let us move to the next question. Okay, the unit digits of 1373 power 36 minus 1442 power 20 is what? So this can be written like, so our main focus is only on the units place. So 3 power 36 minus 2 power 20. So for this number it can be divided with 4 and this number can be divided with 4. Why? Because the cycle length for 2378 is always 4. And if I divide this one, it will become 3 power 0 minus 2 power 0. In any case, if we get the remainder as a 0, we can take this one as a 4 here. So this can be written like this: 3 power 4 minus 2 power 4. So the values of 2 power 1 is 2, 2 square is of 4, and 2 cube is of 8, 2 power 4 is of 16. So the 2 power 4 value is of 6 here. Next, 3 power 1 is of 3, 3 square is of 9, 3 cube is of 27, and 3 power 4 is of 81. So the 3 power 4 value will be of 1. So we'll get the answer as minus 5. But unit digit can never be a negative value. In any case, if we get the unit digit at negative, what we need to do is we need to add 10 to that resultant value. So 10 minus 5 will be equals to 5. So the unit digit of this whole number will be equals to 5, which is presented in option C. And the next question. Okay, this was the next question. A television set was prepared. Okay, purchased for 650 rupees. And another one, okay, 50 rupees was spent on its transportation. So the overall cost price of that article will be 700 rupees. And at what price it has to be sold, so that he has to get a 20 percentage profit. So what is 20 percentage of 700 means? So 20%, 10 percentage is 70 and 20 percentage is 140. So it will be equals to 840. This is one way of solving. Or you can also solve like this. So 20 percentage in fraction form can be written as a plus 1 by 5. So initially it was 5 parts, later it will become 6 parts. So this 5 parts will be the cost price and this 6 parts will be the selling price. This 5 parts value gave us 700, which means 1 part will be equals to 140. Similarly, this 6 parts will be equals to same answer, we'll get the answer as 840. This is another way of solving. Or otherwise, you can also solve this one by using the formula approach. Percentage profit is equals to SP minus CP divided by CP into 100. If we substitute in this formula, you will get the same answer. But prefer this method or this method for easy answering and solving the and saving the time also. And this will be the next question. So an article was sold for rupees 576. SP was gave it as 576 rupees, and the cost price gave it as 600 rupees. And what is asking the question? There is a loss. Why? Because there is a gap of how many rupees? 24 rupees out of 600 into 100. So we'll get the answer as of 4 percentage. Why? Because these zeros get cancelled. 6 4 is of 24. So the last percentage we are getting as 4 percentage. Otherwise, you can also solve like this by using the formula percentage loss is equals to CP. SP minus CP divided by CP into 100. And if you substitute in this values, you'll get the same answer only. I hope you understand this question. And let us move to the next question. Okay. 150 rupees of Amit pocket money was spent on a pair of shoes and 75 rupees on watch. The total amount spent was 3/4 of his total pocket money. Then what is the amount received by the Amit as his pocket money? So what he is doing means 150 rupees is spending on pair of shoes and remaining 75 rupees is spending on shoes. So the total amount he is spending on this 225 rupees. This 225 will be equals to 3/4 of his pocket money. And if we simplify this equation, 3/4 of pocket money will be equals to 225. And if we simplify this equation, 3 ones and 3 sevens and 3 fives get cancelled, which means pocket money will be equals to 75 into 4, that will be equals to 300. So the pocket money of Amit is of 300 rupees, which is presented in option A. And let us move to the next question. Okay, this will be the next question. HCF we gave it as 9. LCM we gave it as 252. And what he asked in the question, sum of numbers. So you know the basic formula LCM into HCF, that will be equals to product of two numbers. So let us assume the product of two numbers as 9A and 9B. So LCM we gave it as 9 into 252, that will be equals to 9A into 9B. So if we cancel this 9 and 9, 28. So AB value we are getting as a 28. So the 28 can be written like the 7 forces of 28. So here the A value is 7, B value is 4. So what you ask in the question, sum of numbers. Sum of numbers is of 9 of A plus B. 9 into 7 plus 4 is of 11. So we'll get the answer as 99. So which is presented in option Y. So in the original exam, instead of 99 here, he gave the options as 108. So this question was deleted. Why? Because the answer he gave it as wrong. So we are correcting this answer as 99 here. Let us move to the next question here. Okay, this will be the next question. What is the area of a square? So we need to find the area of a square. So the formula for area of square is of a square. The diagonal he gave it as 4 centimeters. So diagonal of a square will be equals to a root 2. So a is equals to 4 by root 2. If we do squaring on both sides, a square is equals to 4 by root 2 whole square, that will be equals to 16 divided by 2, that will be equals to 8 centimeter square. So the area of a square will be of 8 centimeter square, which is presented in option B. And this will be the next question, which is very similar to the previous question only. So calculate, now we need to calculate the length of diagonal. In the previous question we find the area, but in this question he gave the area and he asked us to find the diagonal. So the area of a diagonal a square value gave us 32 centimeter square. So a will be equals, so the diagonal formula will be equals to a root 2. So this can be written as 32 square root of 32. So 16 into 2, it will be equals to 4 root 2. And if we substitute d is equals to 4 root 2 into root 2, and if we simplify, this will be equals to 4 into 2, that will be equals to 8 centimeters. So the diagonal of left square will be of 8 centimeters. And next motion, okay, this will be the next question, which comes under time speed distance. So we gave the distance as 45 meters. Time we gave it as 3 seconds. We know the formula speed is equals to distance divided by time. 45 divided by 3, that will be equals to 15 meter per second. 15 meters per second. But in the questions, he asks us to find the answer in kilometer per second. So in order to convert to meter per second into kilometer per second, we need to multiply this equation to 18 by 5. 5 ones and 5 threes get cancelled. 3 eights is of 54 kilometer per hour. These are all a very basic level of question. That's why if you are good at basics, then you can easily solve this level of questions here. And let us go for the next question here. Okay, this will be the next question on a simple interest topic. So the principal gave it as a 1250 and it will amount to 1550 in 4 years. So what is the difference here? Or the difference in amounts means 300 will be for 4 years. Why? Because for in a simple interest case, the interest will remain the same for any number of years. So for each year we are getting 75 rupees as interest. So we need to find 75 percentage is what percentage of 1250. 25 threes and 25 fives and 5 ones and 5 twos will get the answer as 600. So the rate of interest is of 6%. This can be written as 0.06, or you can also use this formula. A is equals to P of 1 plus TR by 100n. If you substitute the values given here, you can easily get the value of R here. This is formula approach. Let us go to the next question here. This will also based on the simple interest formula, that is SI is equals to PTR by 100. And if you substitute the values, you'll get the answer here. So we can solve this one in a simple manner as time period he gave it as 5 years and rate of interest he gave it as a 5%. And if we simplify this one or if you multiply these two values, we'll get to 25%. So we need to find 25% of 1450. So 25% of 1450 is nothing but 362.5. So the answer for this particular problem will be 362.5. And the next question. So it is based on algebra. So what he given the question is a plus b value given as 7 and ab value given as 12. We need to find the value of a square plus b square value. So we know the formula a plus b whole square is equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab. And if we substitute the values given here, 7 square will be equals to a square plus b square plus 2 into 12. So a square plus b square, that will be equals to 49 minus 24, that will be equals to 25. So which is presented in option B. Let us move for the next question here. So what is the answer is the difference between the roots of equation x square minus 6x minus 16 will be equals to 0. So this can be written like ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So here a value is 1, b value is minus 6, c value is minus 16 here. So what is asking the question? Difference between the roots. So let us assume alpha comma beta are the roots of equation. We need to find this value here. So the direct formula for this problem is square root of b square minus 4ac. So if you substitute these values here, so what is the b value here? 6 square minus 4 into 1 into minus 16. So if we simplify this one, we'll get the answer plus or minus 10. But here only positive values are given here. So the difference between the square roots of difference between the roots of equation is plus. Okay, some option is missing here. Okay, let us this take it as 10 here. The answer for this question is 10 here. But in the real options, so alpha sum of roots will a alpha plus beta will be equals to minus b by a, and product of roots will be equals to c by a, and sum of roots value get as minus of minus 6 by 1, that will be equals to 6, and the sum of roots minus 16 divided by 1. And if we need the value of alpha minus beta whole square will be equals to alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta. So we know alpha plus sum of roots the 6 square minus of 4 into alpha beta value get as 16 minus 16 here. The 36 plus 64 will get it as 100 here. So alpha minus beta is equals to square root of 100, and that will be equals to 10. So in this way also you can also solve this question. Even if you remember these two formulas, it is sum of roots and product of roots. Sum of roots formula is minus b by a, and product of roots formula is c by a. And if we simplify this equation, we will get this value. So let us go for the next question here. Okay, this will be the next question. D is a midpoint. D is a midpoint of line segment AB. The coordinates of A and B are 2 comma 3 and minus 1 comma 3 respectively. Then find the coordinates of B here. So if you remember this basic formula, you can easily solve this question. Well, let us consider this one. A and B are the two lines, and here D is a midpoint, and here A value gave it as 2 comma 4, and let us assume D value will be of A comma B, and we need to find x comma y2. So A comma B value gave it as minus 1 comma 3, and if we substitute the values here, so A will be equals to x1 plus x2 divided by 2, and B will be equals to x2 plus y2 divided by 2. Okay, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So A value are get is minus 1. So x1 value given us 2 plus x2 divided by 2, that will be equals to minus 2, will be equals to 2 plus x2. X2 value are written as a minus 4. So if you observe here, only minus 4 presented in one option. Next, p value gave it as a 3 here. Y1 value gave it as 4 plus y2 divided by 2 here. So 6 will be equals to 4 plus y2, then y2 value will be equals to 2 here. So which is presented in option A. So the value of or the coordinates of B are minus 4 comma 2, which is presented in option 1. Let us go for the next question here. This will be the next question under similar triangles. So there are two similar triangles, so x, y and z. and another similar triangle is LMN here. So the area of this triangle XYZ I gave it as a 49 centimeter square, and this area I gave it as 9 centimeter square, and the value of LM I gave it as 9 centimeters, and we need to find the value of X here. So this comes under the similar triangles problem. Area of XYZ divided by area of LMN, that will be equals to XY by LM whole square, and if you substitute the values here, 49 divided by 9, that will be equals to under root xy value we need to find, and lm value given as 9 here, and if you simplify this one, it will become 7 by 3, that will be equals to xy by 9. 3 ones and 3 threes get cancelled, and if you do cross multiplication here, xy value given as 21, which is presented in option 1. Let us go for the next question. Okay, this will be the next question. So in order to solve this question, you need to remember this key point here. So hours and minutes and seconds and of a clock, and so by taking 1 minute as reference, so in 1 minute, the seconds hand will rotate 360 degrees. In that time, the seconds and minutes hand will rotate 6 degrees, and the hours hand will rotate half degree. But in our question, what is asking the question? How many degrees minutes and covers in the same time covers? So we need to consider only minutes and seconds hand. So minutes and seconds hand 1 is to 60 ratio. So this is 60 ratio, or gave it as 180 degrees. It means 3 parts. So which means one part will be equal to, so 3 degrees. So the minutes hand will rotate to 3 degrees when the seconds hand covers 180 degrees in the same time. This is the easiest way to find the question here. And let us go for the next question. Okay, this will be the next concern under pipes and system. So what is given the question? A tap can fill it in 10 hours, and B can fill it in 15 hours. And how much time it will take both together? So if we take the LCM for 10 and 15, it will be 30. So the efficiency of A is of 3 parts and the efficiency of B is of 2 parts. If they work together, so they has to complete a total work of 30. Total work divided by the efficiency, that is 3 plus 2, that will be equals to 30 divided by 5, that will be equals to 6 hours. If they work together, the work can be, or they can fill the tank it in 6 hours here, which is option D. Let's go for the next question here. Okay, this will be also based on pipes and systems only. What given the question is, tab A can fill it in 8 minutes and tab B can fill it in 20 minutes, and however together they can take 30 minutes. They can take 30 minutes to fill because of leak. Suppose if A plus B minus leak, they can take 30 minutes. So if you take the LCM for 8 comma 20 comma 30, so the LCM is 120. So the efficiency of A is of 15, and the efficiency of B is of 6, and the efficiency of C is of 4 here. So if what we need to find the leak will empty the tank in how much time. So we need to find the efficiency of leakage here. So what is the value of A here? 15 plus 6 minus L, that will be equals to 4. So 21 minus L will be equals to 4. So L value will get as 17. So the total work it has to complete is 120 units, and the leak efficiency is 17. So which is presented in option C. So the leak will empty the tank in 120 by 17 minutes. So this was the direct answer. We are getting it in option C. Let us go for the next question here. Okay, this will be the next question. What given the question is 4x plus 5 is to 3x plus 11 value given as 13 is to 17. Suppose if we take x value as 17, let us see whether our equation will be satisfied or not. So we have to get the answer as 13 is to 7. If I substitute the x value as 2 here, it will be like 8 plus 5 is of 13. Next 9, okay, 6 plus 11 is of 17. So my equation is satisfied for x value to be 2. Otherwise you need to solve this one. 4x plus 5 divided by 3x plus 11, that will be equals to 13 divided by 17, and do cross multiplication here. After class multiplication, we will get the answer 27. X will be equals to 58, and x will be equals to 58 divided by 27. So we'll get the answer as x will be equals to 2 after solving this equation like this. But you can also, by using trial and error method, whether you are getting this equation or you can also solve like this. So my x value here is 2 here. So 5 into 2 plus 4, 4 into 2 minus 1. So that will be equals to 14 is to 7, which will be 2 is to 1. So the answer for this particular problem will be 2 is to 1, which is presented in option B. So this question comes under ratios and proportions topic. Let us go for the next question here. So this will be of a percentages topic, where is a very basic question here. 15 percentage of 120 percentage of 150 equals to how much? So 0 and 0, 0 and 0 get cancelled. 3 5s and 3 20s, 3 5s and 3 4s and 4 1s and 4 3s. So we'll get the answer as 3 into 3 into 3. That will be equals to 27. So the value for this value of 15 percentage of 120 percentage of 150 will be equals to 27, which is presented in option B. Let us move to the next question here. So fine, this comes under statistics topic or elementary statistics. So we need to find the mean of median plus mode. So in order to start this one, we need to find the median value and we need to find the mode value. After finding these two values, we need to find the average or mean for these two values. So let us try to find the median and mode values. So first what we try to write the values in chronological order here, or in increasing order. 3 comma 5 comma 5 comma 6 comma 7 comma 7 comma 7, 8 comma 15 comma 18. How many numbers are present here? Means 10 numbers are present. So the median will be the middle number. So let us try to find the middle number here. So subtract 4 numbers here and subtract last 4 numbers. So we are left with the 2 numbers here. The middle number median will be 7 plus 7 divided by 2. That will be equal to 7. So the median value will be 7 here. And mode. So what will be the most repeated value among these numbers? Means so the most repeated value among these one is also 7 here. So we need to find the mean here. So 7 will be the median and 7 will be the mode divided by 2. That will be equals to 7. So the mean of median and mode for the given data will be 7, which is presented in option C. All you need to do is you need to know the basic formulas regarding statistics, then you can easily solve this question here. Let us go for the next question here. A perfect square number can never have the digits at units place. So this is very basic notion. If we know the squares up to 10 here. So let us try to write the 10 squares values here. So 1 square will be of 1, 2 square will be of 4, 3 square will be of 9, 4 square will be of 6 here. I am just writing only the units digits here. 5 square will be of 25, 6 square will be of 36, so 7 square will be of 49, 8 square will be of 64, and 9 square will be of 81, and 10 square will be of 100. So if you observe the values, what are the units where we are getting up to 10 here? 0 comma 1 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma 9. So if you find any square, it always ends with these numbers only. You never find a square ending with 2 comma 3 comma 7 comma 8. You will never find a square ending with these numbers. Those numbers are 2 comma 3 comma 7 comma 8. The square is always ends with these numbers only. What are those numbers? Means so 0 comma 1 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma 9. So a square is ending with 1 year, square is ending with 6 year, square is also ending with 9 years. So the square can never be end with 3 year. So this is a very conceptual question under number system topic. If you know the number system basics, then you can easily solve this question here. Let us move to the next question here. Okay, this will be the next question. Two runners cover the same distance. So speeds value gave as 15 kilometers per hour and 16 kilometers per hour. And here the same distance. When the distance is constant, the speed and the time are inverse proportional. So time value will be equals to 16 is to 15. And the distance travel when one takes 16 minutes longer than the other. So the time gap between two persons is of one part value gave it as 16 minutes. So what he asking the question is the distance value we need to find. So distance is equals to speed into time. Speed value of a person A is 15 into 16 divided by 60. And if we simplify this 15 ones and 15 fours cancel, 4 ones and 4 16s is cancel. 4 into 16 is of 64 kilometers. So the distance will be of 6. This is one way of solving. And you can also solve by using the formula. But let us assume d will be the distance, d by 15 minus d by 16. That will be equals to 16 divided by 60. And if we simplify this equation also, we'll get to 15 into 16 divided by D, that will be equals to 16 divided by 60. 15 ones and 15 fours, 4 ones and 4 fours. The D will be equals to 16 into 4, that will be equals to 64 kilometers, which is presented in option C here. Let us go for the next question here. Okay, this will be the next question under time and work. So what given the question is A plus B can complete a work in 30 days and A, B, C can do the same work in 21 days. In how many days C alone will do the work? So let us try to find the total work here. So the total work will be of 3 into 10 into 7. So the efficiency of A plus B is of 10 parts and the efficiency of A plus B is of 7 parts and efficiency of A plus B plus C is of 10 parts. So only A plus B is of 7 and then C will be of 3 will be here. So the total work is 3 into 10 into 7 divided by 3. So the efficiency of A or C alone, if C alone works the work, then the work will be completed in 70 days. Let us move for the next question here. Okay, this will be the last question. So under averages, so 5 persons are there and their average gave it as 20 years. So the sum will be equals to 100 year. With youngest member will be being 5 years old. Then what is the average age of the family just before the birth of youngest person? So youngest boy age is 5 years. So we need to find the youngest when boy was born. So there are only 4 persons. So we are suppose if we subtract 5 years here, then we'll get 95 years. And the four persons is sum is 95 when it is 5 years ago. And we need to come forward here. So if we subtract 5 into 4 for each person, 5 years, then we'll get 75. So it is the sum of age of 4 persons when the boy was born is 75 years. Okay, 75. Okay, 75 years. 75 will be the sum here. So we need to find the sum here. 75 divided by 4, that will be equals to 18.25. So when the boy was born or when the youngest birth member was born, the average age of those 4 members will be 18.25. 18.25, which is presented in option B. So these are all some questions regarding RRB ALP CBT2 exam, which was held on 22nd January of this month. I hope you enjoy this question, and the remaining set of questions under reasoning section will cover in the next video. I hope you understand this video, and if you have any doubts regarding this video, you can message to our can contact or comment in our comment section. Have a good day. We'll meet in the next video. Wish you all the best.